I see someone switch to a new turf. This panel wants us to go through walls since atoms are 99.99% empty, and it doesn't work. But the reason why is remarkably interesting. But before I get to that, enter quantum mechanics, the study of matter or light on the atomic and subatomic level. Unlike what many think, quantum mechanics was born out of experiments, starting with Max Planck measuring black body radiation from hot objects. Physicists found some problems that were explained by new theories, and today we have big labs with insane equipment capable of proving many of these theories. Quantum mechanics explains stuff normal physics cannot, and it tells us why many phenomena behave the way they do. Thanks to quantum mechanics, we have CCD cameras, transistors, LEDs, SSD hard drives, and many other useful inventions and explanations for things we did not understand before. Take an electron for example. Instead of a single spot, it occupies a certain space. They call this a wave function. The electron is everywhere in that zone at the same time, as long as you don't measure it, that is, because the instant we try to observe it, it will choose a random point to be in based on probabilities, which is like doing a coin toss. Any small particle at the quantum level will behave this way. Particles choose one spot to be able to interact with a measuring instrument. As for why particles choose to be in a certain location over another one, it remains a mystery for now. The reason why we can't observe this phenomena in our everyday life and why right now we aren't at two places at the same time is because of decoherence. A person is composed of trillions upon trillions of atoms at 37 degrees Celsius. Every atom sees a huge number of atoms around it that fluctuate all the time, and this completely stops it from being in two states at the same time. The quantum effects actually fade away when we have 10 atoms or more. That is why quantum mechanics appears to be so counterintuitive, because in our level stuff takes on a different logic, but it is still fundamentally at its core governed by the quantum realm. Fun fact, most of you imagine that an atom is a bunch of electrons orbiting a nucleus like planets around the sun. Although that model is useful for basic understanding, it actually is inaccurate. If that was the case, the electron would have been attracted by the nucleus and would collapse on it immediately. In reality, quantum physics teaches us that an atom is a nucleus in the middle surrounded by the electron, which is occupying a 4-orbital area like the wave function I talked about earlier, and when adding other electrons, they occupy different orbitals around the nucleus, thus overlapping on top of each other. Even though the atoms that make you are mostly empty, you cannot pass through walls and other solid objects because of the Pauli exclusion principle. To put it simply, an electron cannot withstand being at the same place with another electron with the same properties, and your body is full of electrons which are similar to the ones in solid objects, so they exclude each other.